we are ready for the email funnel Q&A section. All right, here we are in the Q&A section for online shops and email funnel and how that helps. The most upvoted question for today is this one. What are foolproof strategies to generate more traffic on the landing page? If you have something of value to offer, the channels that work best for me are Facebook and Instagram. I believe the reason why is that you very clearly can show them what you're offering. You can do images and videos and tell them what they are getting. It's very hard to do that in a search ad. It's also reasonably doable in a YouTube ad. It's easy on Pinterest. It is possible on LinkedIn, but you need a very high customer lifetime value to make that viable. So Facebook, Instagram are my favorite paid strategies. Then foolproof strategies that are organic and non-paid. If you have an email list of people who have not yet bought your product, you might want to use those value-driven landing pages as an extra value, increase your social credit account. That makes it again more likely that they purchase later. Another way is if you have something that is also of value to somebody else's community. Let's say the training plan, that we saw from Buddy IP. What if the network of fitness trainers that they work with and athletes are going to share it because it's a great training plan? That would be another way to do that. The second question is, would you consider postcards as a legit element of an e-commerce funnel? Okay, Lars, thank you for the question. Let me think about it. In my mind, there is only one currency that we are trading, and that is attention. And however you get that attention is gonna cost you something. It could be a Facebook ad, it could be telling it to your family, it could be a postcard, it could be a poster on a wall somewhere or some flyers. It doesn't matter as long as the attention that you are able to convert to a purchase has a trackable cost per acquisition. And then it really doesn't matter. And I think postcards can be a viable element right now because it's a way to stand out. Everything in our startup world, not in the world overall, big corporates haven't figured it out, but is moving to online marketing. And now doing something offline is a standout feature. So I like the postcard idea. It is legit and it's easily testable. Invest like 500 euros in postcards and use a unique link on it or a scannable QR code, ideally both, and track your results. Very easily done, and then you'll know. And please share the results once you did it. That's that question. Then last, ask another one. Taking cross-device and abandonment cart campaigns into consideration. How important do you rate a customer account and how much force it versus guest order? Let me ask the last one first. I very much prefer the today explained lead generation funnel where you go for email first and selling later. That usually voids the forced customer account. I'm not a fan of forcing people to create customer account. It's an additional friction point in the checkout, and I hate friction in my checkout process. But if you think about it, what is the main thing that is causing friction? For example, the password requirement. If you force them to have an account, you usually force them to create a password. There is actually no technical reason to enforce that. It's completely nuts. Slack, for example, the chat tool like Discord, they don't do that anymore. They send you magic email links that either log you in directly or that help you to create a password if you need to. Passwords are going to be a relic of our time, and maybe we can find a store plugin that solves that problem for you. So in short, do those abandonment cart emails, but have the email before they even start the shopping journey. Okay, that's that question. What about the body of emails? Says text versus image. It seems that funnel emails are more and more text heavy and people avoid images. The reason for that are usually spam flags. Most email tools now give you some kind of warning that your email has content that is more likely to be flagged as spam than other things. The factor that I believe has the biggest impact on whether you're being recognized as spam is your open rates, the bounce rates, the number of unsubscribes per email sent. If you are decent about your sign-up process, do some double opt-in. So you already have that immediate response there. And you send emails that are driven off value, and you have trained your audience that when you send an email, it's awesome. Then you have less spam flags and you can be more free in your creative endeavors. I personally would say images are anyways overrated. I would prefer using colors and like CSS styling to do a nice layout, but avoid a bit of images. Yeah, that's probably right, but still stay with the beautiful design stuff. I'm not into the whole pure text email thing. Not in e-commerce. In other places, like for example in B2B lead generation, I'm way more open to sending text-only emails. Hope that answers your question. Okay, next one. What to do if the funnel is unprofitable? Let's look at the base situation that we had. We have a product, we tried direct sales, we sent 1,000 euros and we only made 1,000 euro back in margin. And that's not fun. Now we think we do a funnel and everything becomes wonderful and easy. That is not a given. That is not natural. You have to work on that funnel and you have to analyze, which is the main topic of the next meetup, what works and what does not work. So analyzing your audience segments that are profitable, analyzing the landing pages and lead magnets that work for you, analyzing which email sequence steps have a high open and click rate. These are the things you need to do in order to increase the probability to get a profitable funnel there. There is no guarantee, but it increases the probability that you'll get there. Once you get there and you can get the numbers that I showed you in the beginning, dang, it's so worthwhile to just keep on working on that challenge. Next question. What is the max cost per lead email that you would tolerate? All right, I can tell you that in B2C, it has pretty much always been possible to get emails to lead magnets below 2 euros. That might not be the number that you start at, but if you can't reach 2 euro cost per email after, let's say, 1,000 euro in ad spend, that's an indicator that you need to work on the ads, the landing page, and on the sign-up process. So 2 euro is the max. But what I'm shooting for is sub 1 euro emails. Because you have to think about your unit economics. Let's say you have an average shopping cart size of 50 euros. You can afford to spend 10 euros. That means out of 10 emails for 1 euro, you have to make one sale. Yeah, that is already a pretty high percentage of your email list that you need to convert. Of course, you have much more time to convert people, you have months, but you might not have the cash flow to finance that. Okay, which email tool would you recommend for online shops? I mentioned MailChimp. I think this is maybe for B2C e-commerce, the baseline choice. Then there is Klaviyo as, at the moment, in my opinion, the best e-commerce email tool. A bit more expensive, but much more powerful because it shows you which segment of your email list has how much revenue, what probability to convert. It's very powerful. And it answers one of the most difficult questions. What is my return of advertising spend depending on the lead magnet? And if you want to have something more privacy focused, it would be Sendinblue. Okay, next question. Which traffic channels work best with this funnel strategy? I think I answered that question, but to make it short, Facebook, Instagram. Last one. Do you have an opinion on Mautic? Let me check them out. I heard about them, but I don't remember. Open source. Yeah, now I remember what this is. I checked them out for a client, but I have not used them in an e-commerce context. Personally, I wonder why you want to use it if you are in this whole open source mindset thing, which most e-commerce people are actually not. Or if you have an extremely large email list. I would understand it because you are in control of the cost of sending emails. But I would not cheap out on your email tool. Not that I'm saying that you are, but it is most of the time it's extremely worth it to invest in solid infrastructure for your email tool. But I do not have personal experience with Mautic. Yeah, maybe if somebody here in the community has and you connect with each other on the Discord, that would be really helpful. So just mention it in the Discord, in the welcome channel. Let me show you how that looks. Here we are in the Discord. And if you just mention it, does anybody know Mautic? Then we can talk about it. That would be great. If you are over on YouTube, please leave a sub and a like. That would be really awesome. Thank you very much if you already did. That's it for tonight. That's the whole Q&A. We did boosting your online shop with email funnels. Have a fun evening and I see you the next time. Bye bye.